Hi everyone, welcome to another video and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to use the Access App Scope feature in Power Apps while creating components. In Canvas app, this is a most powerful option which allows components to interact with app level variables and controls, making your app more dynamic and reusable than ever. Okay, now let's say I'm going to create a component here, right? You know about components, right? If you don't know, watch my other videos where I have explained how to create components. So whenever you create a new component, you'll find a property called as access app scope here, right? Access app scopes is a setting in component property. When it is enabled, it allows the components to read and write up level context variables, whether it is a global variable, whether it is a screen, any control, interact with controls outside the component. Now, what is the advantage or what is the value addition here? It breaks the isolation of the component, giving it broader control over the app. Okay, let us go to practical here, right? Let me create a component here, and I want to create a component and whose size is, let's say, 200 and 200. Height is 200 pixel and width is 200, and here I want to add a, for example, an icon like home. And after this icon, I want to place a label here to display a caption for this button. So normally I want to create a button, okay, reusable button. So let me click center and change to home. Okay, now my requirement is whenever this button is clicked, and let me just change the color to something like this. So when this button is clicked, my requirement is the the component should navigate, the screen should be navigating to the home screen or a specific screen that I want to define here. Okay, now because it is a component, it is difficult to access screen level controls, right? Because these screens are app level components, but this is a specific reusable component, right? Now when this component is trying to interact with screens which are app level specific controls, it is not accessible. For example, let me click this off and try to uh, click on group these two controls and wire off a event on select. And when I will do here navigate and try to access home screen, my screen name is home screen here, you'll see I want to navigate to the home screen whenever the component is clicked. Now if I type here navigate on select navigate home screen, it will give you error. Why it will give you error? Because inside a component you cannot navigate or cannot control or cannot access screen level or app level components or objects or controls. That's why it is showing error. But it's because the new feature is enabled by using which, if you enable this access app scope, then without any issue you can directly use the screen level components. Now if you go to unselect, it is well identified, there is no error, right? This is what it makes more usable, and it is actually avoiding the boundary between the component and the app level objects. Okay, it's not about accessing the screens or controls. You can also set global variables or context variables declared in the application level. Okay, now if you add this in the screen, let's say in this screen I want to add this control, so I'll go to here and add the component 2, for example. Now the component is added here. Now if you click this component, it will navigate to the home screen. This is what I have designed, right, in this component. So using the app level or app access scope in the component, I am easily accessing all the app level controls and properties and variables without any issue, right? So there are many use cases that you can use whenever you enable this app access app scope. So that's how you use the access app scope feature in canvas app components. It helps bridge the gap between reusable component and app wide logic. If you have written any app wide logic and you are interacting with your component, it is actually bridging the gap, right? So if you found this helpful, give it a like, share with your Power Apps community, and don't forget to subscribe for more Power Platform tips. Drop you have any question, and if you have any comments also, you can send me the comments here in the comment section. Okay. Thank you. Bye everyone. See you next time.